we want to invite Lieutenant Colonel Oko to come forward for the opening prayers.
We are on the prayer mode in the mighty name of Jesus. Father Lord, we thank you, we appreciate you for taking us this far. And today is the last day we want to deliberate on issues concerning this great association. Father Lord, we commit every activity unto your care. May you lead us and take us safely home. In Jesus' mighty name we are prayed. Amen.
Thank you, Colonel. We will go for individual introduction. Your name and where you are from. Because this is the major aspect of our conference, of our gathering, we would want to just sing one stanza of the national anthem, because this is the major aspect of our gathering. And can we be all right, please? Stanza will go.
That's one.
Nigeria,
NAPHER-SD.
we hear you. Nigeria, our own name. No tribes live in brotherhood we stand. Nigeria song, our song, our flag shall be to hand unto our children strength, O God. Help us to build our nation. Many suppress, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed. Thank you. All right, we sincerely want to thank you for being here. We now want to quickly go for self-introduction. Self-introduction. Self-introduction, and we'll be starting from that end.
My name is Carol Father from Plenary.
Why you decide to go step up?
Because of this.
Sorry, where in Plenary are you from? There's somebody here.
Where in Plenary?
Give it back to the place.
From Plenary.
Okay, next.
Get that by far.
Dr. Bami is from the National Federal College.
My name is Joel Human from Abuja University. I'm born in I'm child of the school of class of Nigeria.
Those have a message to send Nigeria and students.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Elon Hamaka from Iowa State University of Abuja.
Here's my name from FCT Secondary Education Board.
My name I'm from Secondary Education Board, Abuja.
I'm Suleiman, thank you for those. Please, I work around with you.
Teacher Yakubu Alaraju Mukhtar from MCT Secondary Education Board, Abuja.
I am Gloria Ebango, Chairperson, FCT chapter of NAPHER-SD.
I'm Reverend Kobe. I'm from FCT Abuja.
I'm Olude from Buffalo University, Vice President, Free Nigeria Olympic Committee, President of the Olympic Association, and Chairman of the Television.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Dr. Oluwayemisi Makinde from the Department of Human Kinetics and Health Education, National Open University of Nigeria, Abuja.
Good afternoon, all. Dr. Ahmed Sanchez of the Department of Human Kinetics and Health Education at the University.
Good afternoon, all. I'm Ibrahim Ahmed from Department of Human Kinetics and Health Education, Abuja.
Good afternoon, I'm Ahmed Abdullah from Secondary Education Board, Abuja.
My name is Olga Bota from FCT chapter NAPHER-SD.
My name is Dr. Robinson. Dr. Abuja Branch, Chairman NLOC. Dr. Secretary of Amawadi, Eli Baria.
Jimo Monday is my name from Abuja University.
I am Prophet Telibu from Kaduna State University as well.
I'm my name is from Human Kinetics and Health Education in Abuja University.
From terrorist education. Terrorist.
Dr. Oduoladele, member, President Federation of Nigeria, and NOC Athletic Commission.
Thank you.
I'm Professor Mariam Suleiman. I'm the National President of NAPHER-SD, and I'm from Ahmadu University, Zaria.
I'm Professor Milekaida from University of Maiduguri.
The day.
Welcome. Thank God for safe arrival. Maiduguri.
I am Professor Olufunilolaloye Dominic from the University of Ilorin, and let me say a member of the Sports for All Commission.
Thank you.
All protocol being observed. I'm Dr. Antonia Chinwe, Chief Lecturer, Human Kinetics and Health Education Department, one full Risk College of Education in Subu, now a fellow of NAPHER-SD.
Fellow.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mariam Abdul-Bakari from the Department of Human Kinetics and Health Education, Ahmed Bello University. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Zainab Muhammad Bala from Ahmed Bello University, Zaria.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Johanna Bano from the prestigious Bayero University, Kano, PhD student.
What do you contain here? UK is prestigious.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Hajara Amina Abdul-Fatah from Ahmed Bello University, Zaria.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Zarma Aisha Umar from the Department of Human Kinetics and Health Education, Ahmed Bello University, Zaria.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okashi Haya, outgoing president, NAPHER-SD, Ahmed Bello University, Zaria Student Wing.
I remain Hussein Ignatius by name from the Department of Human Kinetics and Health Education, Ahmed Bello University, Zaria, and also the organizing secretary to the NAPHER-SD President Student Wing, Ahmed Bello University, Zaria.
I'm by name Principal Auda Harman from the Department of Health Education, Human Kinetics and Health Education, Ahmed Bello University, Zaria.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Sunusi Kane from the Department of Human Kinetics and Health Education, Ahmed Bello University, Zaria.
I'm teacher Bishi Liangme Gonzo. I'm with the Secondary Education Board, FCT Abuja. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Maria Muhammad from FCT Secondary Education Board.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Benison Solomon from the State College of Health Sciences and Technology, Fatuma.
Good afternoon, my able colleagues. My name is Dr. Akemi Vesti from the Department of Human Kinetics and Health Education, Abuja University, Abuja. Thank you.
My name is Ewa Simon Joseph, FCT Secondary Education Board.
I am Lieutenant Colonel Slippery Oko Femede Numa from Army School of Physical Training, Zaria, and adjunct lecturer, Niger Delta University, Bayelsa State.
I am Muni Samuel from FCT Secondary Education Board.
Okoro Austin is the name, FCT Secondary Education Board.
I'm Joyce Tebe from Army Secondary School, Ritama.
I am Muhammad Shehu Umar Musa, Secondary Education Board.
I am Samson Enabule, School for the Gifted Olada.
I am Penny Elai from the Department of Human Kinetics and Health Education, University of Calabar.
I'm going to the school. Muhammad Abdul University.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Chikiri Namjo Ahmed Bello University, Zaria.
My name is Judy Leke from APU Zaria.
APU Zaria. I am Dr. Mwai Ewe from Flora College of Education, Zaria, Department of Physical and Health Education. I am the head of the department. Thank you. I am Chukwu Alancha Badlobi, FCT College Education Board.
The President, members of the high table, co-participants, good day. I am by name Yakubu Yahya Ibrahim, PhD, from the Department of Human Kinetics and Health Education, Federal University of Education, Banchi, Nigeria.
Good afternoon. I'm Isa Hamzat, PG student from IPD University of Abuja.
Afternoon all. My name is Dr. Ajibola from the University of Lagos, Kinetics and Health Education.
Moses Irimo from Delta State University, Abraka, and the media by NAPHER-SD, Delta State.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm going to start from the reigning champion, Olympic Paris 2024, Technical Director, Treasurer, Akapo.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Joy Mayaki. I'm a lecturer at the National Institute for Sports, and I'm the treasurer of the Olympic Association. I'm at your service. Thank you.
My name is Gospawa. I will solve the NTCO Fitness and Recreation National Limited. By the grace of God, the state chairman of the most vibrant branch of NAPHER-SD in Delta State and the national auditor. Thank you.
Thank you, Daddy.
Yes.
Thank you. Good evening, all. I'm Professor Joshua Ikumetokon, the second vice president NAPHER-SD. At the University of Nigeria. I'm also the chairman of the Sports Council of the University of Nigeria and a member of the Plenary Council. Thank you.
Sorry, the secretary is busy somewhere. That is Dr. Associate Professor Atari, is the National Secretary General. I also have the PRO here, Mr. Kehinde Lamidi, and I am here too. I am still Otunba Sylvester Ikwejamuyi. We now want to formally invite, the national president is well seated. It's my responsibility to now introduce to you the national president of NAPHER-SD that you all know. We talked about her yesterday, and of course, before then, let me quickly also let you know that the first vice president is with us here in spirit. He's on yet another assignment, but he was here briefly yesterday. He's the Secretary General of Nigerian Football Federation and the first Vice President of NAPHER-SD, and I'm talking about no other person than Dr. Sanusi Mohammed. Can we all give him a round of applause in his absence? He has done wonderfully well for this body, exceedingly well. And we sincerely want to thank God for his life and for the level of his commitment, passion, and dedication to the cause of NAPHER-SD. Once again, we give him a round of applause. Dr. Sanusi Mohammed. Now it is my pleasure to formally introduce to you and to bring to the mic the national president of NAPHER-SD, a woman that has turned NAPHER-SD, has turned the body around. It has become a more globalized body. And there is nowhere you don't hear about NAPHER-SD in terms of contact, in terms of improvement, in terms of contributions to the development and growth of sports in Nigeria, in Africa, and by extension in the world. Professor Florence Bola Adeyoju.
Introduce. The fundamental bossa for our movie. Bossa, bossa, bossa.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Please let me have your ears. Once again, I appreciate you all for the patience, standing by us for the past how many days. You have not been tired and you will never be tired. Until we achieve what we have planned, we will not be weak. Even after we have achieved what we planned, we continue to move forward. I would like to give a brief report. Usually, people want me to sit, but I feel more comfortable standing up. As a teacher, I started teaching from kindergarten up to, so I'm used to standing. Now, I want to give you a brief report of what has happened between last year and this year. The last meeting we had took place in Asaba last year. And here we are today in FCT, Abuja Open University, having another congress of this local association. Every year, it is important that we look at, what we have done, what our challenges was, then have we been able to overcome any of the challenges, and then how do we want to move forward. That is the sequence with which my presentation is going to be. And so, I'm delighted to welcome you all to this annual congress. Thank you so much for your presence and for placing your trust and confidence in our ability to pilot the affairs of NAPHER-SD. I want to assure you that with your continuous support, we shall together achieve our aims or goals. This is the highlight. We had executive committee meetings where we had executive meetings several times within the year, both physically and virtually, where issues were discussed and programs were planned. On several occasions, crucial information was disseminated through the executive WhatsApp platform as the need arose. 2, our website is functional, and necessary information about the association can be found at our website https://naphersd.org.nigeria. Some published articles of our association are uploaded on the website. And it might interest you to know that some universities and governmental agencies have visited our site to confirm the professional status of our association and publication. 3, we collaborated with the Federal Capital Territory Secondary Education Board for capacity building on promoting efficiency in the teaching of physical health education for schools. The first phase was done, and the process of the second phase is in progress. The sponsorship was facilitated by Dr. Sani Ladan, the Director, Secretary, FCT SEP. NAPHER appreciates his tremendous support and commitment to the growth of the association. Those of you from FCT, please give your director. Yes, apart from rounds of applause, please please deliver our message. We appreciate him. 4, we are happy to inform the Congress that NAPHER-SD is now a member of the Paralympic Committee of Nigeria. Previously, we had difficulty. We love it so that NAPHER-SD can be a member of Nigeria Paralympic Committee. It was even a member of NAPHER-SD that blocked it. But later on, we went back again, and to the glory of God and the push of the Iron Lady over there, we were able to get the position. So NAPHER-SD is now a member of Nigeria Paralympic Committee. 5, the association actively participated in the National Council of Sport meeting held in Enugu in 2024 at the invitation of the Federal Ministry of Sport Development. This indicates harmonious relationship with the Federal Ministry of Sport Development. 6, we paid courtesy visit to the Honourable Minister and also the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Sport Development. We introduced our association as very, very relevant to sport development in Nigeria, and they accepted us, they welcomed us, and they've been working with us. And to the glory of God, during this Olympic, the director of FIT presented NAPHER representative to the permanent secretary, whom we visited some time ago to introduce ourselves, and a slot was made available for NAPHER-SD to participate in the Olympic and Paralympic Games. So we want to appreciate the Federal Ministry of Sport Development for that. 9, there is disconnect something is missing. Just a minute, please. Number 7. All committees, both ad hoc and standing committees, were inaugurated. Some of you are members of the various committees. I think we have about 11 committees. Number 8, within the same year under review, notable NGOs indicated interest in partnership with the association for research and collaboration. One of the individuals was with our prof yesterday, and he spoke to the congregation. He is partnering with us in terms of carrying out research on exercise of the elderly. He's a cardiologist from the University of Abuja, partnering with NAPHER-SD. And so our professor here, Professor Joshua, is representing us on that team of research. 9, we are highly pleased to inform the Congress that the review of the school curriculum has been conducted, and physical and health education has been removed from basic science. PE is now a stand-alone subject. Let us watch out for the unveiling of the new school curriculum by the National Education and Research Development Commission, and be ready to adjust to the new development. I especially want to thank Professor M.A. Suleiman. The moment she told me that, Mommy, she has been invited to participate, I said, as usual, Funke, don't forget. And she promised, she put it through. When the work was going on, she called me to talk to is it their director, and we spoke extensively, and to the glory of God, PE is now a stand-alone subject. So thank you very much, Professor Emily. Within the same year, some of our members were elevated, promoted, elected, appointed, and conferred with chieftaincy titles, while some successfully retired from active service. I want to congratulate all of them. At the same time, we lost our former president, Professor Emmanuel Ojeme, and crowdfunding was raised for the funeral. We sincerely want to thank all of those who contributed and made personal sacrifices to ensure that the association was fully represented during Professor Ojeme's burial. May his soul rest in peace. Yesterday, we all stood up and we observed 1 minute silence for him. Number 11. Some state chapters carried out series of programs such as workshops and seminars. Special commendation to Delta State chapter. This is the chairman of Delta State. He does not sleep because of NAPHER. And when he's up and doing, the state chapter is also up and doing. You will see them running programs that benefit school teachers, PE teachers, coaches, and many times he even liaise with the Nigeria Olympic Committee to train our people. So please, can you clap for me? So next, among the most active NAPHER-SD, we also have Lagos State chapter, who is also doing very well. One of them is over there. So we appreciate. Don't relent in your effort. We wish other state branches will emulate their fine examples. We recently secured, to the glory of God and to the doggedness of some of our members, we recently secured office space in Abuja for NAPHER-SD. So now we will start operating our secretariat from Abuja. Unlike before, wherever the secretary resides, that is where our secretariat is. But now that we have secured a secretariat in Abuja, there is a plan to get NYC or recruit somebody to man that office, so that even when we are not around, somebody is always there in the office to correspond and do the needful for NAPHER-SD. So we thank God for this opportunity of having a secretariat in Abuja now. 13. Within last year and this year, membership of NAPHER-SD has improved tremendously. So many people are now joining NAPHER. For the fact that the federal government has sent out a circular that people must produce their professional certificates, especially during their promotion exercise. Many people are running back to NAPHER, but we cannot be deceived. We scrutinize many of them before we accept them into the fold. Now, we cannot have all this goody report without letting you know some of our challenges. First of all, low funding. The annual dues cannot meet our financial obligations. Even last time when we were in Asaba, we were paying 10,000. We dragged and dragged until we increased it to 20,000. So between last year and this year, we have been paying 20,000 as annual dues. And from that 20,000, all of you, I want you to pick up your bag. Look at the content. Look at the snack you'll be giving. Look at all the setup and all the things you have to do. 20,000, you can't do anything. We have to go and see for assistance of various individuals before we are able to put all this together. So, low funding is a very, very big challenge. Then, 2, absence of NAPHER-SD, inclusion on the board of NFF, as was previously done. An application was submitted to NFF, and we are waiting. Thank God our first vice president is working on it. And for those of you who were around yesterday, you could hear Honorable Elegbede telling us that he's not going to let out the cats out of the bag. So soon we will have, our response from NFA. 4, the near zero participation of our members in national, state, and local government policies for leadership positions. 5, no attendance at national conference and congress. Non-active state chapters too. Many of our state chapters are dormant, but they know how to come to us when they need help. And I promise that for those of them who think that NAPHER is not important, and they can rush to madam or lobby to get what they want for their working places or anywhere, is not going to happen any longer. Like I said yesterday, we just have to stand on our feet. We have to work very hard to uplift this association. Now, poor quality representation on the board of National Sports Federation. Later on, we will read to you all our members that are representing us on the board of national federations. Some people feel that being on the board of national federations, boost their ego and they can do and undo. It is not going to be possible. I said it last year. Already we've had election before last year's conference. Now, this is another conference. We will read out to you those people who are representing us on the board of National Sport Federations, and we will see the number of them that are present here. Many of them decided to abandon NAPHER-SD program. They are there in Asaba. He arrived from Asaba. He had assignment in Asaba, but he's here. Many of our people who are representing us on different sport federations, ignore this. We are waiting for them. Now, the next one is for now, there is no legal backing for the association, like some professional bodies like bar association, medical association. But thank God, efforts are being made to get it done. One of the committees that was set up recently is a committee to prepare the bill for submission. And if for some of you who listened to yesterday, we have started lobbying already. Some of the members preparing the bill are here, and Prof is chairing Lieutenant Colonel Oko is there. So he is a member of the committee preparing the bill for establishment of NAPHER and physical fitness in Nigeria, which we will present to the National Assembly for approval. Now, there is disconnect between NAPHER-SD and Federal Ministry of Sport and Federal Ministry of Education. while major attention is given to its relationship with Ministry of Sport Development, we are already working on effective change. The same time we wrote to meet with the Minister of Sport Development, and the PAN said, we wrote to Minister of Education, and we have our members there who were supposed to push forward for the appointment, but the usual attitude. So up till now, we've not been able to break through. It's just that we have been very busy, very busy. Anyway, because I don't think there is any minister in this nation that we cannot see. They are to serve us. So, like I said before about the financial situation, okay? Now, apart from that, some individuals who have made donations to the association or paid for project Ebaton are very few. Please, kindly help me clap for Dr. Sanusi Mohammed. And please give him a standing ovation. Dr. Sanusi Mohammed has really tried for this association. Anytime we run to him, if I just pick up my cup, please, he doesn't stop, and he even gives more than we request for. So please continue to pray for him. May God elevate him. Please sit down. Apart from that, all my executive members, most of us are not business people, but in one way or the other, they always put something down. They don't even wait. And because our pocket is always running dry, they will put something down, either in kind or in cash, just to run the association. Because, like I said, the amount of money we contribute every year cannot take us anywhere. If we have to travel, some of them travel without claiming the amount of money used for travel. And if there is somewhere we are supposed to attend meeting, we just go. And it's a very load of financial commitment. So I want to thank all the executive members for all they have done for us, for the love they have for this association. The federal secondary education, like I said, sponsor the capacity building of PE program. There is no way we can improve our people without training and retraining. And so through Dr. Radan, like I said, we got sponsorship, and we are waiting for this year's sponsorship. Some people are smiling to me there because we depend on them. You can see them hiding their face. But your Oga already promised that we are waiting for Wike. So anytime Wike answers us, we will be there again. And so because we are planning so that the number of teachers or PE teachers that we trained last year will be much more this year. So all of you from FCT Secondary Education, we appreciate you. We thank you for your cooperation. I would like to use this opportunity to inform members that those who have not met their financial obligations cannot be regarded as members of NAPHER-SD. I can't. Some people will call me and say, "Ma, I read physical and health education. I'm a member of NAPHER-SD." I say, "Shh, forget that one. You are not a member. Your NCE, your first degree, masters, PhD even in physical and health education or sport management and its allied areas does not automatically qualify you to be a member. You have to properly register with us, pay your dues, and take part actively. Because those of you who think that money is everything, money is not everything to us. You have to behave. Even if you pay 10 years annual dues and you don't participate in our program, we don't recognize you. So you have to come and give your opinion. You have to come and discuss with us. You come and make your impact to make sure that this profession has a turnaround. For those of you who were here yesterday, you heard what they said. Some of them were even lamenting that they've not even heard so much about our association. But we have been working. So wherever you plug yourself or wherever you find yourself, make sure that you bring this fellow NAPHER-SD to people. Okay. Also, it will no longer be accepted for non-members to pay backlog just because they want to be nominated to the board of National Sport Federation. Thank you. It will also not be possible for anyone to pay membership fee just because he or she wants a letter of introduction from the professional body or wanting a certificate required at their places of work or elsewhere. We will not give you letter of introduction. We will not give you any certificate. Since you don't know us, we will not know you at your own time of need. So we should all note that no association can make rapid progress without funds to execute its projects and activities. The treasurer will present a report to give insight into the association finances at the appropriate time. I urge members to please pay their annual dues at the appropriate time and also help in sourcing for funds to carry out our project. Furthermore, your active participation in the activity of the association is required. I hereby express my sincere gratitude to the executive member of this association, the SCT, all the state chairmen and their crew, all the student wing present, and all those people who have donated to the cause of this association in one way or the other. Some of them were here yesterday and we appreciated them. So, my dear members, we need to be proud of this profession and join hands together to lift it to enviable heights. We have the quality and members to speak up, to lobby, to push for the needed improvement in the various segments of the profession. Let us be dedicated and committed to making a positive impact on the association specifically and shape Nigeria, the country we love and the country that loves us in general. Once again, I thank you for your presence at this annual Congress. God bless Nigeria. God bless NAPHER-SD. God bless you all. During the conference, on behalf of the executive, we are going to present a change of logo. If you look at our in the internet all over, there are different kinds of logo. There are different colors. So we have modified it. The executive we have modified it, and we presented to see. Then apart from that, we are also presenting to you the change of calendar. Usually we operate our calendar August, September, and it doesn't work for us. People will pay like this year now. 2024, 2025. They will be telling you, should we have paid 2025? More like the Bar Association, the Medical Association, and all those ones we've been making reference to, their calendar year starts from January to December. So we are reverting back to January, December. It does not stop us from having our conference in September, but our calendar year will be January, December. So then we will also discuss the next post of NAPHER-SD conference for 2025 and beyond. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Mommy President. A round of applause for our dear President. Thanks a million. That is wonderful. That is quite wonderful. Aside from athletics, who unfortunately we lost the former president. We have other bodies. We have Aquatic Federation. We have DAF Federation. Aquatic Federation. We have Professor Okpago. Is not here now. That federation we have Mr. Efrem Jebu is not here also, I guess. Sorry? That federation, that. We also have Badminton Federation, Mr. Tunde Kazi is not here either. We have Basket Federation, Professor Musa Yakasai. He left yesterday for another assignment. He was here. We have Boxing Federation, Dr. Patrick Wegbale is not here now. And we have Cycling Federation. He's the Secretary General himself. He's here, busy working. Dr. Fred Atere. We have Golf Federation. Mrs. Adekunbi Odukola, are you here? Please, can you be upstanding, please, if you are here? All right, you're welcome. We have Gymnastics Federation. Dr. Funke Olariyi is not here. Dr. Olariyi, is he here? Okay. Dr. Larry, I didn't see you. We have Handball Federation. I am here usefully. Here I am, Handball Federation. Hockey Federation. Mr. Babatunde Kokuola is not here. Judo Federation, Professor Ochuko Nabofa is not here. Rowing, Canoeing and Sailing Federation, Professor Patrick Oyeni is not here. This man hardly missed our outings. I don't know, something must have happened. You see, no wonder. So let us give him pass mark. Rugby Federation, God's Power, Odedede is here. God's Power, can we know you? Can we see you? Can you be upstanding? All right. Nigeria Shooting Sports Federation, Mr. Ekpot Philip Ogene. Is he here?
No.
He's not here. Nigeria Table Tennis Federation, Professor Joshua Umefe, second Vice President, is here. I'm really on his behalf because it's my VP. He's there, fully seated. Taekwondo Federation, Dr. Samson Ajibola is here. He's been busy with us here. Tennis Federation, Professor Alfio Kumeya is here, and he has been here. The immediate past president. Volleyball Federation, Al-Hassan Yakmut is not here. Weightlifting Federation, Dr. Steve Olareye is not here. I understand he was sick. I hope he has recovered, but he was sick at the time. Wrestling Federation, Dr. Jude Amadi is not here. Chess Federation, Alhaji Bode Durotoye is not here. Are you here? All right, I've been told that he's fully around. I know we just left together for somewhere to fight for this federation, and we came back together. He's been doing a wonderful job. Cricket Federation, Oyewale Opalola, is he here? He was here yesterday. I saw him here yesterday. Okay, we come. Let's see. He's here. Let's agree he's here. Deaf Federation, Mr. Idejenyo is not here. Fives Federation, Professor Naba Tangler, he was here. He was here, isn't it? Yes. Karate Federation, Professor Steve Hamafreto is not here. Scrabble Federation, Chief Amaka Ochefu is not here. Is he here? Is Ochefu here? Squash Racket Federation, Mr. Wilson Egberipo. Is Mr. Wilson here? Squash Federation is not here. Kickboxing Federation, Dr. Solomon Oguma is not here. Kung Fu Federation, Mr. David Bassa. Is Mr. Bassa here? He's not here. Mixed Martial Arts Federation, Brigadier General Abdul. Yes, it's not presently, it's not here presently, but he's been so busy with us through various other ends because he's busy in Kaduna for yet another assignment. I guess you can mark him present. In fact, he gave us the vehicle we've been using aside from his personnel that he has signed to us from the army. He's here. PCM board member Dr. Sunny Getsu, is he here? He's not here. Are you sure he's here? All right. He used to be my friend. Abuja football. Ayodele Titus is not here. Wishia basketball. Dr. Collins Aribamiko. He was here. He was here. City Volleyball Federation, Habibu Yao, is he here? Habibu Yao, he's not here. He's not here. Para Swimming Federation, Dr. Joe Eze, is he here? Dr. Joe Eze, is he here? He's not here. Para Athletics, Professor C.B. Honor. I understand he's very sick. Very sick. We pray for him. He will recover fast by the grace of God. Para Soccer, Dr. Sonny Ojo is not here. Powerlifting, Dr. Joy Mayaki is not here. Is he here? All right, it's on the way. All right. It is hello house. It is most heartbreaking. It is most heartbreaking that out of 39 reps we have in various federations, those present are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Less than half. Less than half. Of course, the national president told you earlier on that it's not for sale. It's not for sale. It's not for sale. He said that you merit it by your commitment, your dedication, your passion, your contributions to the growth and development of this association, or you are out of it. I'm sure if we have election today for the federation election, this place will be filled up. Everybody will want to be. In fact, some of us will not sleep to the people calling, please, assist me, help me. Some of them are helped, they cannot help themselves now. And I think the president said we are done with them, and God knows their case will be treated on merit. So, if the secretary is ready, please come over. Why I particularly want to welcome Professor Professor Fumilayo Dominic. You are welcome. I'm seeing you face to face for the first time. We belong to the NOC Sports Commission for All at the level of NOC. We'll be meeting online, but we have never met face to face. You are welcome. Wonderful woman, wonderful. Secretary, are we good to go? For those of us who are going to say, let me start with the prof.
Members of the high table, the president, ma'am, the president and members of the high table, my brothers and sisters, good evening to everyone. I want to react to two issues, and then I want to react to two key issues here. The first one is our financial stand, which is very important. The president, we heard that she said our financial stand is not good. And all of us, we know within ourselves that NAPHER-SD has no money. The only time NAPHER gets its money is when we are having our conference. And let me let you know, it's not that I know the cause, but I'm talking from experience as the president of NAPHER-SD. If you have come for a conference, you have generated some amount of money. And then people have come, they have made a lot of travels, they have achieved a lot of things. And you have come here, they have given you water and snack. It means we are generating the money and we are spending it until another year. And yet, there are people that have been serving on the boards of Sports Federation. I want to bring the two together now. Please, discuss the financial stand. And I've said that, for instance, we have all come once in a year, we contribute by paying for our annual due and the conference. They have used the money to feed us one way or the other. till another year. They are not using water or sand, but they are using money. Yet, there are people that are representing NAPHER. There are people that are representing NAPHER. Despite the fact that NAPHER struggles to bring them down there, and then they now struggle through begging, through one way or the other, whether it is daily or not daily way. And then they will travel. I know some people have traveled. They will come back. Quietly, they will pocket what they have. In that, we don't do that. What we say is that once you come from travels like that, for the association to move forward, you should give something in return to your association. Some of them we don't even see them. I insisted that we must know those who are representing us in the various sports federations. Some of them rely on that as money-making venture. There are people that have worked for NAPHER here. They cannot get into that stage because those other people, they have their godfathers in court. Now, we don't even see them. Some of them came out from the, where did you go to? Paris. Some of them went to Paris. They got the money, they pocketed it. Now they went for National Youth Games. They will be paid. Because they are going to be paid there, they didn't want to come there. This is not how to run an association. This is the only body we have, for goodness sake. If you have problems in your places of work, you remember NAPHER. If you have something that they say you should bring something for your promotion, now, you will call the president, you will call the secretary. The secretary is being bombarded. They want their acceptance letters. And it's NAPHER not doing something for us. What we are doing here cannot be done in Nigerian Bar Association. Some months ago in ABU, I'm not a member of Nigerian Medical Association. But for 4 consecutive months, they were deducting my money. Check-up dues that have been deducted from my money is 50,000 naira each for 1 month. And they deducted 4 months. And the 5th month, I have to shout, I am not a member. I am a member of NAPHER and member of NAHI. They say no. They saw you presenting somewhere at their medical something. I say I was only invited. So remove my name. You can see from source they are deducting their own check-up dues. Their money, annual due, they are deducting 50,000 from me every blessed month. Now we are coming here to pay 20,000 every year. And you want to eat rice, you want to eat chicken, you want heaven to fall. Honestly speaking, we are not being justified. I know Nigerian Bar Association have people there. When they are going for this, their Bar Association conference, that lady used to prepare very well. She will say, my salary this month is not for me. It's for Bar Association. There is nothing they will not do. This 20,000 we are paying, so people are complaining. I used to wonder, why are you complaining you are paying 20,000 in one time in a year? How will our association grow? We are just deceiving ourselves. The executive members, we are deceiving ourselves because we are not doing what we are supposed to do. We cannot use mouth to be members of NAPHER alone. You must put your hand in your pocket. How can we say, as we are seated as NAPHER members, what is in our purse? We are calling chicken change. We don't even have money to help ourselves. When Professor Ojeme died, it was on the platform they were soliciting for us to contribute 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 for those who can afford. If we have money, good money in our pockets, we will not even bother our members. I want us to take this so it is a take-on for us. That one we end this year, we are going to do better so that we will be able to stand. Now she said that we are going to House of Assembly. Madam President, I have been to House Committee, on hearing on health. I am a member of NAPHER as well. And as a member who is very strong, as member of trustee, we went to House of Assembly. I knew what we did before we could go in. Guess what, you are there. I knew what we experienced, how we spend money, how we carry people from everywhere, how we pay for them to even make us to stand on the podium to talk. If you are going to House of Assembly, for crying out loud, man, prepare yourself very well. Maybe you are going to
financially, you're not a grammar.
or your grades, but you cannot go in vain. Please let us prepare to pay good annual due. It's once in a year. God will help us. Amen. For those of them that are representing us, why I told them to list out the names. Some of them I don't even know them in conferences. They will not come for conference. Prof was passing a comment here. Professor Amina Haida was passing a comment. Said, hey, how did that come here to the board? He's a board member. But I've never seen him in NAPHER conference. Mrs. President, man, please, this thing has to change. Look at these people. I know some of them because they attend conferences. I may not know them by their names. They are active members of NAPHER. Thank you very much. That is my own.
Yes. Before the next person will that report for discussion, you move for adoption. What's your name? From Usuba, supported by who? Dr. From Anambra. I think that was that.
Thank you very much, the President, and a beautiful speech and a very enriching speech. A speech that is loaded with actions, that is loaded with, that is a future achievements, which we are so sure when they are pursued, it's going to take NAPHER to a very great height. I want to especially commend you for the bill that is being prepared. I know that bill is going to affect so many things positively for NAPHER. Because we should recall that NAPHER-SD is not only sports. NAPHER-SD is not only physical education. NAPHER-SD encompasses over 15 professions and academic pursuits. We have psychology, we have several others apart from physical education itself. And I want to give us information that some of our areas are already being encroached upon, whereby people representing physical activity in this nation around the world are not people in our profession. I was in a conference about almost 2 years ago in Dubai. The conference is International Society of Physical Activity. The Nigerians who represented on physical activity are from physiotherapy, and they are saying they have done researches in our area. And another thing, unfortunately for us, is that Oyinbos, we are the people presenting our data, talking about Africa. All our researches are not visible. So, here is a need that this bill should be encompassing. Taking in not only sport association, the research angle, be visible online, so that other people we should. I commend meeting MOE, these people, Ministry of Health. You know, there is another area, food is there, plenty food that we are ignorant of. Ministry of Women Affairs. When we look at the side, they say vulnerable groups, they are adolescents. So any ministry with youth, NAPHER is part of it. any Ministry of Health, we are part of it. When we look at the Sustainable Development Goals, they are talking about using physical activity and sport for treating, reducing 15% of disease. And they are talking about community, which means we are a community. NAPHER is a community, whereby when the people in academics are to work with the people in the community. I want to commend the Abuja people for what they are doing. It's a community. Then also, there are several other ministries that are urging us, that they should also be captured. If we can penetrate those people, I know we will get money. It also means because they will be able to support some things. Not only that, I also want to talk about some principles that people are using that you mentioned, concerning money. There are some associations, what they do is that people travel for events, statutory 10%. Rebate, statutory. Statutory 10%, that's what they do. And they use it to run the association. Even ordinary table tennis association, that's what they do. Not talk less of NAPHER. I think that could also be introduced. Then also we that we are here, including me, there is a need for us to do more and be more involving to ensure that NAPHER moves forward. Thank you very much.
Madam President, my name is Ajibola Vega Samson. Okay, you want to put the doctor? Thank you, Prof. I think it is time that we stop talking out of our lips and hearts. Well, let me just appreciate you first of all, your efforts for the great work you people are doing. Yes. Sincerely, I knew that your set was not a mistake. At all. And sincerely, you have proven that, and you will continue to prove it. We are with you. Even if I don't have money, I will borrow to come. That is one thing about me. But sincerely yours, I want us to look at what is actually happening. I want to talk about the federation thing. Many of them are not in this conference, but many of them pay for membership dues. Go and check. Because they feel we are only after their money. You can see. And except we change from that aspect, we will continue to move down the same way. This thing is a pain to me because the money I used to come to this place, some people are like, I borrow some. I will pay back, don't worry, they will pay me salary, I will pay. But because this is our association, if we don't cherish this association, outsiders will not come and cherish it for us. That's why I've learned to carry NAPHER on my head. I think for the past 16 years, I've only missed one conference. You see? And with record, they can go and check. But sincerely, people are making us as a stepping stone. When they are living a particular place, they still want relevance. They come back to NAPHER that they have left before and pay our annual dues and our conference due. And we will absorb it. I think it is high time we take a drastic decision at this AGM of what we want and our representative at every of those levels. But sincerely, also, your story is trying. I pray that we continue to strengthen and improve you. We are with you. And every member of every committee that you have also set up will also do their bit to make sure that this association get to where we want to get to. It is our own. We must cherish it. Thank you.
If you listen very well to the speech, I said what is happening now is not what we are going to stand on the previous system. We took over after elections had been made. Those of you who were in Asaba last year, I said the same thing. I said we don't need their money. They can pocket their money. Criteria for sending anybody to any federation or even sending anybody to represent us anywhere is going to be drawn. People, like I said, people will come and say, previously, I will pay 10 years, I will pay 5 years, my dues. Give me certificate so that I can take it to my work. And I said, you can have the secretary.
The secretary is very strict now. All of us are ready. No more. You cannot collect membership certificate from us. It's not only your money. You have to participate in our activity. You have to genuinely show us that you belong to this association. So between the last election and this present executive, we were not part of the last executive. We took over after the election, and you will see what we do.
Thank you. First of all, let me say good afternoon, my mother. I never regretted coming here. So she actually said, I must come. This was the faculty. And I'm really happy to meet my elders, wonderful people. I'm really excited. The only thing I don't have anything to offer you. The only thing I can offer you that I pray that may Almighty God continue to give you more knowledge, wisdom, understanding in good health. By God's grace to you and your high school members. I stand on existing protocols. Well, I can just say this one to just add to the voice, few things. I'm coming in two perspectives. And the first perspective I want to come is, I've been a member of NAPHER since 1996, 97. So that's all about, no active member. Just taking my time and I just get all the way from Ife. When all this is happening, one thing I just want to just tell you is this, two things. I'm going to talking about money, our mother, Prof, talking about money. But how can we generate money? How can, apart from living ourselves, we can generate more money from what? Branding. We need to rebrand ourselves. So how do we rebrand ourselves? I'm going to put the majority of it on the PRO and every one of us. Because what is going on right now is social videos, everything. So everywhere, the more we publicize NAPHER-SD, the more people see NAPHER-SD everywhere. The more we're visible like NMA, the more we're visible like engineering, the more we're visible like MBA. All those things, the more it's going to be better for us, for people to recognize us, for us to gain more sponsors, for wherever we get to, so they can say, oh wow, NAPHER, yes, I know. But if we have to be realistic, if we talk to most people, NAPHER, it's only about the people that are around sports that knows what is NAPHER-SD. But the people outside sports doesn't really recognize us. But we're one of the strongest people in the country. Because if we look at it, like our mother said, look at it, all professionals that are under this NAPHER-SD. So if we can find a way for every one of us collectively to find a way to rebrand, please I need attention because of voices around the buildings. Please, we just need one voice, please. We need one house. They can be excused if they want to speak, please. I'm sorry. I never meant to be rude. We just have to find a way to rebrand this. Extremely important because the uplifting of NAPHER is on all of us. So we cannot leave it on the head school alone. We can only use that energy to push our mother to put the head school to move forward. That's the number one thing. The second thing is just talking about the federations. If we have to be realistic, with all respect and humility, majority of federations, they did not see us as being serious. Because I've been into federations, I've seen a lot of people, and even the way some of us carry ourselves, we don't allow the federation to respect us. If they don't respect us, what do we want to do? So when they're having the federation meetings, majority of us doesn't contribute positively. We just sat there like one, just to count numbers. We're knowledgeable, we're smart, we're intelligent, we're into this sport, we own these sports. But how can we let other people be taking our stuff from us? If we don't, they're not going to give it to us. But if we go there that we're acting passive, we're just sitting down, we're not contributing, how can they take us serious? Everybody will just want to be in it. Look, if you're not passive to be taken, you're not going to travel. Your federal president is not going to take you to push to travel, except your president. So that's why you're going to. But in a situation where we have active members, where you contribute, where we look at a situation where we can make the sports and this NAPHER-SD move forward. Until that, we're going to be a long way. I just want to say thank you, give me the opportunity. I see you tapping. Thank you.
Teacher and supervisor, also the president of NAPHER, all other people. I won't have brought us to this. My presence here if I don't make some observation. Our problems are from the school system. Identification. Most of us, when we were in school, we are not proud to be in the family. I don't know. If I'm not saying the truth, you can tell me no. The orientation is from the school. If we must change it, we must do the orientation from the school system. From the school, and if there are people to talk to them, for them to believe, it shouldn't be the lecturers of that school. If you don't mind, you bring some of our icons like the last speaker. Olumi is a renowned name in sports, in basketball. We take some of those few ones, take them to some schools as mentors, and then they will know that as PhD ambassadors, we take them around. I think this one will speak volumes for us to talk about branding. Reorientation is the first step. Because right from school, most of us, unlike some of us that started from Teachers College NCE, most people that find themselves in PhD are by accident. Two of us. And they are not even happy until the end of the program. They will tell you they want to read medicine. They wanted to be this, but they gave them PhD because their maybe exam scores was low. So this is where our problems start from, orientation. And that is from school. And the second one, I will recommend membership ID, not participation certificate. That certificate is too big for any member to carry along. I think my membership ID, Auntie, please allow our president to listen to me, please. VP, I am talking to the president like this. Please. Yes, they are part of who I'm talking to. They have to listen to me. Membership ID is what I'm recommending. As part of our process towards this professionalization, I think the membership ID can qualify. You may not issue it just for the basis of payment alone. It may be issued based on commitment and participation. And that should qualify somebody for membership ID. And the third I want to mention is that the representation of NAPHER in federations, in all our various federations, should be attuned towards our individual area of identification. For instance, I play basketball in my university days. I play up to WAU, West African University Games. If I must contest, if I'm not contesting basketball, maybe something close to it that I will also be familiar with, so that it will also enable me to make contribution in that world. Being a PhD holder does not qualify you that you are expert in all this work. But an area you are familiar with, if it was athletics you are familiar with, go for athletics. You will be able to make contribution at the board level. It's not that you just be there as a representative I support. When you are a member of I support, then you will not make impact, they won't respect it. And don't forget, not all federations are really financially stable. So even finance your transport or whatever, your flight to meeting venues. So beware that if you are buying for federation membership, you must also have something in your pocket. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All the executive members and co-participants and members, honorable members of this great association. I want to start with this issue of certification. I was considering the fact that I've been attending this an active member. I have many certificates.
But in other associations, like the Nigerian Institute of Management, only one certificate. So there are ways to upgrade, to maintain annual membership. So I'm of the opinion that this issue of rebranding should be looked into, because innovation is there, creativity should be there. Just like a paper I presented on entrepreneurship. There is need for innovation and creativity. So let's devise means based on global best practice to have a way of renewing membership instead of piling up certificates. Now, like the license we're talking about, or in form of ID cards, just like yes, a license or ID card, something to present instead of certificate. Because I have bulk of certificates now every year, many certificates. Now, another issue is issue of journal publication. Some have paid for publication after the assessment and after submitting the corrected copies of the articles and after paying for publication. And to our great dismay, the publications paid for have not been captured in the journals. So it's an area to address and to see, are we just here to present and then take our articles to other journals, both national and international? That's the question. We need to be encouraged to enrich our journal publications. If the article is not found to be publishable, at least there should be feedback system. My peer support, many are complaining that they will stop even bringing papers in. In the first place, you present it, and sometimes you will not see any assessment whether the paper has been scored and see whether it's publishable or not. So the feedback system is very important. It's a suggestion. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let me understand the existing protocol. Still on the issue of making us more relevant and visible, I want to suggest to our ESCO, if there is a way that from our school levels, students begin to know the various branches of NAPHER. For example, we can decide to have excursion, for example, in the NCE curriculum or the BSc curriculum, where they can go to the National Institute of Sports, they can go to Army Training School, and like that, various excursions like that, going from one point to another, it begins to give them this sense of pride, this sense of we are doing something that is very, very important. I also want to suggest in this house that we have Luga games, we have Nasega games and all of that. What is stopping us from having a NAPHER game that is a competition across both colleges of education and the university? Okay, then bringing in those in sports management to also be the officials and all of us coming together to have an activity that we will know ourselves, we will know our values, and then we will grow together. Lastly, I also want to suggest that, I know this is going to sound very funny, but I'm still going to suggest it, that we please try as much as we can to look for a way infused in the curriculum, especially the issue of days that are pertinent to us. For example, the Work for Life Day that they declare for awareness, for fitness. Those days like that, we are supposed to take opportunities and then come out with a program. Okay, even if it's at state level, even if it's at national level, let us have programs at days that are important, especially days that concern either health, sports, and the like, so that people will begin to know and hear our voices as these days come. Thank you very much.
Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. My own area, I'm still coming from. I was expecting those in secondary education to come, because our professor, our president, our now said on stand alone. Not only stand alone. Those of us in the higher institution, what are we going to say about the population of students in PhD? What is the population now, especially in physical education? What is the population?
They plenty for my school, 200 for class.
So, like I was saying, you see, the issue of stand alone like trust. I visited where they were working basically. They call it basic, isn't it?
Yes.
I was forced to visit it. And I saw that somebody that read PE is marking PE, marking copy, marking into deck, and marking into one person. Then for the question they set, only one question in PA, and somebody is marking it. Somebody in computer is marking PE, and got maths. Immediately I went there and started calling them. I was mad. So they said that when they wanted, maybe a pack was missing, somebody did not come for the pack. And somebody that read PE that had been enrolled money was there. And they were looking for a new person for chemistry, said basic science. I got mad. I didn't allow it. So what we are saying, our problem is from the grassroots. We are talking about presentation of paper. Grassroots. In the next 3 years, for the things that we will not have any PE again. We will not. I'm happy Professor Suleiman has done something. We are hoping that it's going to come out. We have to plan our curriculum. We have to redesign our curriculum. During the time we read, practical PE is compulsory as an elective subject. Practical PE is the elective subject. Now our people are talking about you will now write a paper. It will now you caption it, health and this and it is now for you to sell. Our practical, how many of us teach practical again?
How many of us?
How many? Print was compulsory. So I'm pleading, please. I'm pleading. We have to review. We have to review our curriculum so that we deal with what we are talking. Thank you.
Good evening, our respected I wanted to emphasize on what we say that we in ABU, what we are doing, we did not neglect aspect of practical. Our students are there. All our practicals, we did our practicals. We give them practical. Even we normally take them to some of the community, primary schools, secondary schools, to introduce some basic practical aspect of our physical and health education. They normally design models of various sporting activities. And every year, we normally take such kind of things, our various primary school, secondary school in Zaria. Also, our career, human kinetics and health education career week is very active. This is our immediate NAPHER-SD president. We are with him, where we invite various people, apart from the lecturers, other people, professionals that study physical and health education outside, from army physical training, from other specialists. We bring them to the ABU so that they should be able to lecture those students and tell them much career in physical and health education and human kinetics. So this gives a lot of motivations to people, to many students. In Faculty of Education now, apart from the Department of Science Education that has physics, chemistry, many students, the largest department that has students is Department of Human Kinetics and Health Education in ABU. So we have been doing that. By God's grace, if other departments could be able to be doing that, everything will be okay.
All right, I think the VP now can respond.
Thank you very much. We've listened and we've taken notes of all the issues raised here, but I think we are discussing. I wouldn't add more. I just wanted to make some few comments regarding my own thinking too, so that assuming we access some of them. It can also be a working document.
It's the issue of our website. Yeah, I wonder how many people go to our website even at that. But it's on and running. However, we still have some work to do there. We need to populate that. We need to also try to upload past journals and journal articles of the association so that people can have interactive experience without our website. Secondly, it's about publication. It would appear that we only have one publication, and we find ourselves. Granted, we have a lot, and we should appreciate the fact that this, our association, is so broad. I don't think there is any association that is as broad as NAPHER worldwide. Why? Because is one jacket fits all kind of association. We have, please allow us, PRO, please. Professor Dominic, please, I will soon refer to you because you are going to make some little presentation here. So, it's one jacket fits all kind of association where we have health, we have education, we have dance. Of course, dance is dying. And then we have sports, we have physical education. So coordinating all this is always a problem. I wonder if there is any person in dance. Do we have a specialist in dance here? No. Do we? It would appear we don't have, and we are being threatened by those in theater arts. In theater arts, they do choreography. Sometimes when you watch their performance, they wouldn't know there's a physical activity. They can't collaborate with you. They have full courses in dance and choreography. The same thing happens with those in physiotherapy. They've taken almost the work of exercise physiologists there. They claim all manner of things and all that. And then in health people, they are even running away from health education. They want to almost become medical doctors instead of laying emphasis on basic health education, awareness creation, creating lifestyle activities that will enable people to live healthy, enable children to develop behaviors that will lead them through lifespan. These are some of the problems that we encounter. So you see people, they wouldn't want to. They are suffering from kind of stigma. They feel that once you talk about NAPHER, it is about physical activity, it's about sports. Then we come to area of sports. You now have specialists in sports. And when they start their own, you just be wondering where you. So I want us to appreciate that. And so, what we can do is for us to be aware of this situation. And wherever you are, you try as much as possible to propagate. Place a mark of excellence in whatever you do. Don't be a jack of all trades in your profession. There must be area where you can add value in this our profession. Then, about this publication, I'm just thinking if it would be possible for us to have a kind of 2 publications in a year, so that we receive articles all around the year. We review articles, we become professional in our publication, more professional rather. We are professional, but we can become more professional. There are many associations that have quarterly publication. They have quarterly publication, but if we can have 2 publications, maybe one that will run off the conference, so that people can write articles and publish with us. It is possible. It's just for us to, those in the committee for publication, to find a way of doing that. Now, having said that, I want to talk about, they say report of committees. Why I didn't want to talk before now is that I can see that it's for those that are representing us in various federations. I represent the federation in Nigerian Table Tennis Federation. My little experience there is that they wouldn't want you to come in. A lot of things, finance, when you have meetings, it's about finance, and you don't know the workings of these federations. The technical person from the Ministry of Sports, the secretary, always, sometimes we have a problem with the chairman, and sometimes there will be no money. Once they publish the schedule of international tournament, that's all. The ministry will be owing them according to what they say. And so it becomes difficult for, it becomes difficult for members, in my own experience, to participate actively in terms of attending meetings. Although now we have Zoom, we have people attending virtually. But when it comes to traveling, when it comes to giving technical advice, you'll find it difficult. They will ask you they will tell you that they are using their money to support. But they wouldn't tell you when they get the reimbursement of the money they use. So that's the difficulty you have. And some of the presidents of these federations are not professionals and are afraid of working with professionals. They find it difficult to even ask you to do this or to do that. When you come to the meeting, whether it is usual and make their contribution, once you make your contribution, one or two, they want to isolate you. Sometimes they will go on to do activities without even making you to be in the know. So that is the difficulty and a serious challenge that we are having. Maybe in the executive will find a way to doing that. So I want to quickly report on the two committees that I'm chairing. That is the bill on sports and fitness. We have actually been meeting virtually, and I want to thank members that
we are not yet there.
But let me just do that because I don't want to talk again. I just want to tell them what we have done. Where's the protocol?
Next week, after we are done with their minutes,
okay, we are still discussing Mama's. I thought we. Okay, let me end. I will give my own report at that. I just felt I could make some of these few comments so that we do very fast and then end. Thank you very much. I'm sorry.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Mommy President, want to see one of the things again? You are done? Okay, minutes of the meeting. Minutes of the last AGM with the instruction and directives of my boss, the Secretary General. He has instructed me to do this. Minutes of the last AGM. Members present went through the minutes and raised observations, which were grammatically constructs, omission of Article T, and the correction of the name of Abuja. The minutes was duly moved for adoption. Matters arising. Sorry. Matters arising, national remittance to the branch. National received membership fee directly and remittance not made to the state. It was agreed that each state should generate their fund. Do we all have the minutes with us? How many of us have the minutes? It is better to save time then. We adopt the minutes for those of you who have it. If you don't have it, maybe we'll send. He said he has circulated 110, and it's like those of us who are here, only about 3 or 4.
Sorry. There you go. If you have this paper, this is
calculated, you know, if there is any crucial issue there, some people don't have it.
Those are platforms in our platform.
They want us to read it. They want us to read it. No, they won't look at it. Let us just round it up.
Please, we who are the president and the ESCO want to appeal to you. If you don't have it, even in Asaba, and time is not for us to read this now. Can we adopt it for discussion?
Yes.
Okay. Who moved for the adoption? And supported by who? Dr. Breda moved, and Woman Warrant Officer Sheba supported. I hand over to the president now to take over from here.
Kindly go through the minute. If there are matters arising, let us have it. Time is against us. Most of you here were not in Asaba during this meeting, so I don't know. What I do?
Okay, but I just noticed that when listing the name of the federation that gave report, my federation was missing, and I finally gave a report at the Asaba conference. That is just the correct now.
Thank you. That's matters arising from the minute.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Sharp.
I was expecting to see attendance.
Okay, noted. Thank you. Noted. Any of this? Please. Here.
Talking about 25,000, 20,000.
Oh, on the minute.
Yes.
Matters arising.
Secretary.
Okay, what
you are taking notes.
I want to propose that, as we have discussed here, I want us to look into the annual deal. Honestly, this annual deal is not annual deal. Honestly. Yes.
What I want to suggest,
it will not scare anybody.
What will scare anybody? Once in a year. You said it is just to be graded. Yes.
Prof.
Thank you, Professor. Please, let me guess. Still on the financial aspect, I think it should be gradation, based on, so that it won't be issue. It is equal. For example, somebody coming from primary school, if we want them to be part of it, if they are asked to pay the same thing with some people, we may be missing them here. But if we grade it, I know what I'm saying, if some people are paying 40, some people based on, yes, if we assist and we have more money and we have more people, yes. But when we say the same thing across board, people will
That's membership is membership. If you are going to be a member, you pay the membership fee. Graduating step by step, whether you are teaching in primary school or in the higher institution, no. Please,
when you say bar are the same thing. When we say medical doctors, they are the same level.
Yes.
But when we say NAPHER, there are different categories of people.
But as long as those people are going to be a member of NAPHER.
I want to make clarification. Prof, I beg to disagree with you. Nigerian Bar Association, if you are a young barrister and you are a son, you pay the same amount. My son paid the same amount of money for licensing, and then they go for conferences and he must attend. He must pay his annual due. This thing we are saying annual due from January to December. We cannot forfeit 50,000 for our annual due. What are we talking about? Okay, now if you say we should graduate it, people that are occupying positions in the board of sports federation, why don't you graduate it? Some of them are teaching in primary school.
That one is different.
It's not different.
Board should be a separate money apart from subscription. Board should be separate.
Excuse me, are we going to separate NAPHER-SD membership?
No, membership is different from board membership.
Membership, what I'm saying, how do you want to classify occupying? No, you didn't understand me. How do you want to classify somebody who has not gone to do anything for NAPHER in any board? And those who are occupying position in the board now, are we going to say because they are in primary school or they are not working in the university or they are not working anywhere, they should not be appointed to be members? Which means we have to bring them down. No, we cannot bring anybody down.
That point you have raised as
some of them, you are you in any board?
I'm not there.
Some of them are in board, they are not even working.
You have convinced.
So even a lawyer, a medical doctor who is working in private hospital and somebody who is working in a general hospital, are they not going to be medical doctors? Are they not paying for their licenses every year? Are they not paying their annual dues? Are they not paying their annual dues?
They are paying.
How? So,
no, the points you have raised are for convincing.
Thank you. I think see, it's either we are committed or we are not. If you are working in the primary school and your salary is 10 naira and you want to be a member, everybody will have. Yes. Everybody who is supposed to be a member of the association will pay the same. No age graduation, no occupational graduation. Membership is membership, so that one cannot say. We can't state that one. Prof, we were talking that 5,000 and now we are talking no, we were paying 10,000, now 20,000, and we are saying 20,000 is nothing. No, wait, we implemented this thing. I have to get off. We implemented this thing last year. We were in Asaba and we dragged this thing. I know since the day before yesterday we came here. After some time, people were asking me, Prof, no food.
You want me to cook myself for you? Out of what? And I said, look at your bag. What is the content of your bag? Go to the market. What is the content of the printout? And you will still be asking me for food out of 20,000. And when we say increase the membership, you want us to, some people to pay 2,000. This is it. It's either you, it's all or none. It's all or none. If you want to be a member, be a member. If you don't want to be a member, stay out.
Thank you, President. You have summarized it. My own is the title of this hour. Is it a minute or report? I think we need to please take note. I wouldn't know what this document. I think is minutes of what transpired last week. Is that? Okay. Is it correct?
It's correct.
Okay. So, what the president is saying is that to be a member, we have to be a member and we derive the same benefits. Yes. But the other view is that somehow we will have to carry people along. And for me, if we reviewed this last year, somehow we need to operate it for some time. That is, I feel, that is how we can, move along and carry people along, so that if we operate this for some time, before we can now talk about maybe review. If we reviewed it last year, and this year we paid this 20,000, let's see how it works next year and the other year. Of course, if by next year economic realities improve, we can. But if it doesn't improve, for example, if we review today to 30,000, next year dollar is 200, maybe 2,000. What do? Do we have to still review our membership fee? We want to do something that we encourage members to come. And I want to appeal that if it is possible, given that we did this last year, let us operate it for some time so that we can still maintain our membership. My own thinking.
Sorry, Prof. Just Councilman, Prof. I'm afraid, from the perspective of many of us that belong to so many associations and federations, the truth of the matter is that as big as this federation is, and Dr. Chris Omera of CAF yesterday told us here that in all the relevant sports federations and associations, ESCO, in this country, this federation parades the largest number of professors and PhD holders. These are no street guys. That is the truth. So, largely, for us to make a headway in terms of organizing a befitting conferences, and I dare say, even the press, the kind of coverage we need money. Press don't work free. For you to be known, to be heard and respected globally, you need to spend money. 20,000 can take you nowhere. That is the truth of the matter. Take it or you leave it. So the president must have been speaking from the position of pain, which all of us here with her anyway. And that is what we are saying. For instance, we went to somewhere now, myself, herself, and somebody, and she wanted to say, she was telling us in the book that no, people cannot come here without having something to take as something reasonable as food or snack. But believe you me, within a two of an eye, we are spending almost 100,000 for this small thing, and it's from our boss. Just now. So I'm afraid If anything worth doing well. Some of us that belong to so many federations, like Mommy said, we are both in the Sports for All Commission, though not on the bill of NAPHER-SD. But some of us who are into various federations, we know what we benefited. Particular federations that have been sponsored, we know what we benefited, and that is the truth. Not to talk of those who went to Paris.
I suggest.
Yes, Prof.
Honestly speaking, my mind as I was coming to this NAPHER-SD is that we should not pay less than 50,000, but it's the way it is now. Because Professor Joshua said something that we raised it to 20,000 last time. I don't think that if we say next year's annual due, let us make it 35,000. We graduate it like that. I want to suggest. After, if we can pay that 35,000 and see how it is, then we can be thinking in future, because this is the largest body that have produced several individuals, as he has said now. We cannot pay that 20,000. And please, let us look at 35,000 for now, for our annual day. Let us look for 35,000. Because nowhere that you go and attend conference now, they will say conference fee 100,000, annual due 100,000, and then we are still paying 20,000 for conference. We are having this bag. This bag alone is almost 15,000. I wonder where they got the money to go and buy this bag. And our conference fee should be raised a little. Let us raise our annual due to 35,000, our conference fee to 25,000 for now. Thank you. That's my suggestion. Yes.
We have a suggestion on the front. Let's talk Dr. You are doctor also.
Mr. President, thank you for the privilege. Yes, I totally agree with all submissions. However, I belong to the International Referees Association, and every year I pay $100.
Can you see?
And there is something I want to beg this association. We should also look at the welfare. It's a two-way thing. Before we do any increments, especially the president and chairman was so wonderful. He's the chairman of the committee, the bill committee, while I take record of everything. I know how he pulling us. President, I want to beg, before we make any increments, I have my senior colleague here who will bear me a witness. There are some things we need to put in place. We are talking about members' welfare. Because if we continue to increase, we should also look at the members' welfare. What is this members' welfare? It is to get this bill passed into law. It's very, very important. And I also want to, if money is our problem, I also want to suggest, after now, I'm going to discuss with him. We have some of our professionals who work in the military as well. I think if we, with him now, we can go back home and make some, apart from the annual dues, we can make some personal contributions. That is one. Then two, especially to get this bill done. This is a professional body. I think I can let some of these things out. Every professional body that is in the military, especially Nigerian Army, that have been passed into law, the lawyers that you are talking about here, every month they are being paid a particular amount of money. I wouldn't mention the amount because let me be careful. There is a particular amount of money, professional amount of money paid to, in addition to their salary.
Is it every one of them?
All professional body that is being passed to the National Assembly, all is being paid, except NAPHER-SD. When we made a case, they said NAPHER-SD have not been passed into law. It's the reason why I was pushing. Thank God our president was so wonderful, and unfortunately for me, or fortunately or unfortunately, I was the secretary of the bill. So that is why if Mama, after the bill is done, if we push and if it is getting done, even if it's 200,000, I think I see people will be paying. So let us also look at the welfare of our own members. Even the fitness aspect we're talking about. Once it is being regulated, our members will see something to it. And on that note, they will have something to come and pay. But now, everybody, even on the street, they will put two people together, they will start practicing. So anybody can practice this our profession. So let us also look at the welfare of the members of the profession. Thank you very much, sir.
Lieutenant Fonyo, thank you for your solution. I want to ask you a question, or two questions. You mean we should not increase our annual due now? We will wait until when the bill is passed. What about if the bill is not passed? I'm a member of NANI. Before we even got to National Assembly, I know how many years it took us. And how many years it took us to even get there to go and stand on the podium and defend that bill. Now you are saying that we should look after the welfare of our members. How do we look after the welfare of the members without having the source of funding? Do you mean that this 35,000 naira I'm suggesting, we should pay it even if it is 10 years the bill is passed? Don't forget, even if you know anyone in the House of Assembly you are going to take your bill, you must spend money. And you must follow the procedures. It will be passed, first reading, second reading, third reading, before the president will append the signature. I know what we went through. Please, sir, we will not wait till that time. I beg to disagree with you. Thank you very much.
A suggestion is on the floor.
Hello. This should not be a bone of contention. We will go back to the House. We will have a discussion. The President has taken note of the view of everyone, and on her behalf, I sincerely thank all of you for your passion and your commitment to the association. And as far as increasing is concerned, we are going to lay it into rest, and the Imam will look into it. Whatever it is, we'll bring it to the platform. Thank you.
We cannot continue this discussion, please. We can't continue this discussion because it's going to drag. And so, as the authority given to me as the president, and I want to veto what I want to say now, whether in democracy or we increased this last year. The same way we have been arguing. We argued last year. Some people even went back to 5,000, and we insisted that nothing less than 20,000. So for now, we will carry this 20,000 till next year, but our conference fee, you can be sure that it's not going to be this stipend that thank you very much for your discussion. Keep paying your 20,000, and when you come for conference fee, I will say it's 50,000. Don't see mommy and say, mommy, we have not eaten. Thank you. You paid 20,000. You are asking for back. You are asking mommy, what am I eating? Like I said, mommy will not put herself. So all of you who have participated in this discussion now, expect to hear from us. Thank you very much.
That is it. I guess it's a win-win thing for all of us. Then definitely one cannot remain the same.
And so we were literally reluctant releasing the journal. However, the number of complaints we have received now, those who paid the articles are not there, those who, what is it called? Those, what do you call it? Those who paid the articles are not there. Those who had four authors, we are finding 2. The issues and the complaints are so much. So, I want to appeal that we are going to give it attention. The president has directed that the secretariat take over the organization of the journal. That the secretariat take over president has just directed that the secretary general, or the secretariat rather, take over the organization of the journal. So we'll see exactly how best we can go. But I want to reassure you that please don't lose your trust and don't lose your confidence in our journals. Please just look forward that for those who had articles who have already paid and the articles were not published, please, we want to appeal to you to please keep the articles. We will ask you to resend them. We ask you to resend them. If we cannot publish them in hard copy, we are going to publish them online. I want to give you that assurance because that is the essence where we have the website. So please bear with us. And for those papers that we have now, for the ones that we have presented now, the ones we have just presented now, we want to assure you that all the articles presented will be reviewed and published before June 30th, 2025. Before June 2025. And we are equally going to call for another paper that is outside the journal. So we are going to have 2 journals for next year. One will be outcome of the conference, and we are going to have another one that is going to be outside the conference. So please watch out for our call for paper so that we can have, at least we should be able to float 2 journals in a year. Please be rest assured that for next year we are going to have 2 journals. Thank you very much for understanding. Get back to you.
Professional Association. Thank you very much for your observation and for your information. There are some people that paid for assessment of their paper, especially the one you are talking about, Asaba. Many of these people, they were banking on this publication that they are going to use it for their promotion. And they are very, very bitter. Some of them called me several times to ask me, and I was begging them, sir, those that have paid for assessment and their papers were not assessed, send back to them for them to be able to correct and send back to you with publication fee. What is their fee? Because we have a lot of them. Thank you.
Madam, in 2022, I went for a conference. I was supposed to go to a conference in Uganda. I paid for my flight ticket. I bought my flight ticket, applied for visa, did everything. We are able to. Yeah, thank God, it's away. I lost close to 2 million naira. In 2022, ISPA, so I don't want to mention it, but I'll mention it now. ISPA, 2022, madam, when I needed the journal was not available. But at the end of the day, I was asked to go and pay $100. $100 or 150,000 naira. I had no choice because I was desperate. I needed the journal because I was desperate to get it so that I can use it to build my prima facie. Madam, I just got the journal yesterday. When my prima facie has already been established. So, ma, I understand you. So, for those, I have said it. I have said it that the editor, the managing editor, said he cannot lay hands on some of the journals. Now hold on, let me tell you further. Number two, again, Prof, just listen. Again, he said number two, in the cover of the journals, in the cover of the articles, we are learning from this. Even some people have made the same mistake again today. Cover of the article, no name, no university address, no telephone number, no email.
That's too much.
Even right here, I have seen so many like that in this conference now. No email address, no telephone number, just their name, no contact, nothing on the cover of the page. He said that is the major problem he had, reaching out to some of those. But like I have mentioned, those who have submitted papers and paid assessment fee should please, when they hear for the call, let them resubmit their papers if they are still having it.
Exclusive. The conference we're talking about, I think we had an attendance sheet. It also helps you again to abuse your strength. If you go through the sheet, they will registering their papers, you can get there and then get them to send. I think that will help.
All right, thank you very much. Dr. Wenga, let me tell you an interesting story. Do you know why we find it difficult to produce certificates? No. If we produce this certificate of participation, certificate of attendance we produce here, for me to print one certificate, I will destroy 8. No. What is the reason? Because people don't, if we ask them to write in capital, they write in small letter.
You now correct it. So the people that are doing the registration,
don't worry, Dr. Wa, we have said if you have your paper, send it back. Please, if you have your paper, send it back to NAPHER-SD@outlook.com. Send your papers back to NAPHER-SD@outlook.com, please.
It's not me in person. Not me in person. The people I just brought in, new people, we are not giving them exactly.
Hello, good evening, house. Hello, please just give me 5 minutes of your time. Some people are already entering vehicles. If there are opportunities, some people who want to go back home. Let's make this snappy so that we can go. I will not be very elaborate because of the situation. Please, the financial secretary is not, one house please. The financial secretary is not here, and again I will stand here on the podium. And because of the urgency, I have to combine the table outside and typing. There are some errors here, and as I go along, I will be correcting the errors. The financial report of NAPHER-SD presented on the 52nd annual general meeting held here. At the end of the 2023 financial year, to those of you who were in Asaba, and as you know, except that the president is proposing now for January to December, usually our financial year is from September to August ending here. Starting from September 1st, at the end of 2023 financial year, which ended on the 31st of August in 2023, we had a closing balance in at the bank of 286,258 naira 55 kobo. And at the end of 31st of August of this 2024, we have a closing balance in our bank account of 537,358 naira 77 kobo. Now below is the breakdown of the income of the expenditure. Having said earlier, the opening balance of the year was 286,288 naira 82 kobo. The income during the conference
and all others in Asaba, we were able to generate 2,290,000 naira. Income during the year. The income during the year from annual due and all that, we were able to generate 1,439,000. And of course, towards the year, as we start to prepare for this conference, we had a soft loan from the first vice president for the preparation of this conference to the tune, you can correct it now, 2.5 million naira. And that is why the total amount in the bank was 6,515,288 naira 82 kobo. Now let's go to the expenditure and round it quickly. Conference material for Asaba cost to the tune of 2,630,000 naira. And the resource persons in Asaba was 895,000 naira. And that is why for this conference, the president did something. He made sure that most of the persons invited here are around the area of Abuja, so that we don't have to spend so much on a resource person by paying flight ticket and all that, like we did in Asaba conference. Accommodation in Asaba conference for the resource persons and all that cost us to the tune of 400,000 naira. ESCO allowances cost us 1 million naira. And in this, each ESCO for all the meetings and traveling from one place to another flight ticket, the only thing they get for 1 year is 100,000. That takes care of all their expenses and meetings and all that. And in this, 2 people of the ESCO didn't take, which include the first vice, Dr. Sanusi, and of course our treasurer, who has been awarded for quite some time now. And of course, at the conference, we have support staff at the tune of 85,000 naira. The support staff are chairman of rapporteurs, like we are saying in each rapporteurs, we have chairman who mounts it. Where during plenary session, we pay the support staff at the secretariat who helps. So to this, it was to the tune of 85,000 naira. And for every conference we do, we normally give a honorarium to the LOC as a motivation. In Asaba, the LOC, we are giving 100,000 naira. And the award plaque, which we use in the awards in Asaba, cost us to the tune of 170,000. And the award in Asaba was even so much more than we did here in Abuja. In Asaba, it includes posthumous award to 3 of our members in that conference. And of course, feeding of participants, which is what has been generating a lot of emotion here. The feeding of participants in Asaba cost us to the tune of 350,000 naira. And travels and all that, it costs us from escorts to flying resource persons and all that, cost the association to the tune of 897,000. Accommodation during these travels, like we meeting of coming to meet the House of Committee and all that, it costs us to the tune of 209,000 9,000. And the pre-conference material in this Abuja conference cost us to the tune of 750,000 naira. Paper vetting, this journal that we are contesting right now, we vetted this paper to the tune of 180,000. And of course, we have bank charges at 1,388 naira 73 kobo. And when you total the whole of these expenses, you find out that it cost us to the tune of 7,651,188 naira 73 kobo. And if you then now looked and you juxtapose, sorry? So, of course, when you subtract that, you look at the closing balance. Please correct it with biro. The subtraction, if you look at the closing balance, we will be having 1,137 naira 308 kobo and 22 kobo, and that is the as deficit, of course, yes, as deficit, yes, as deficit, yes. That is the closing balance that we have in our account. Thank you.
You have something to say? All right. The president will need to listen with rapt attention together with the treasurer now. Please. Mommy President, please, some attention first.
Good evening once more. Sorry you are seeing my face all the time. Yes. Number one, we have listened to what you have said. I am a witness to Enugu sports, what do they call it? Sports, National Council on Sport. I didn't see it there. I went on the account of NAWIS. Now, let me now ask you a question. You said you gave how much as honorarium to ESCO members for a year. Honestly speaking, that is why some people told me one day, somebody in my federation, he worked somewhere, he said we academicians, we are cheating ourselves. Yes, where I'm going to, I want to go to Professor Joshua now. Prof, now you can see what I'm saying. Where do you want to get the deficit? We are saying, how long are we going to be entering deficit in this association? It's even ridiculous to say that a big association like this, we cannot generate 7 million. To say after we have spent 3 million, we have 4 million. Or after we have generated 10 million. After we have generated 10 million, we have spent like 5 million. And we are talking about 5 million in our account. Now look at people that came yesterday. Some of them donated to us. We are very happy that they donated. Put their donations together, it's not up to 1 million. Now we cannot even pay for our deficit. When are we going to liberate ourselves from all this we are saying? Are we not big association enough to say that I am proud of my association, I'm a member of my association, financial member, I am paying 50,000. If we are 100, if you pay 50,000 times 100, how much will that be? And if we are 200, if we are 500, 1,000, if we pay in a year, who is coming to say they are not going to give you rice? They are not going to give you chicken thigh, chicken drum. I
I will challenge them if they refuse to give us. But now I cannot challenge them for anything because we are on deficit every time. Is it correct of us? And we are sitting. Why are we association of NAPHER-SD? Honestly, it's very ridiculous. Thank you very much.
No, please look at your paper. There is something I want to clear there. If you look at your balance, you will see that the balance is 3 million,
Before starting on the existing program, God so kind, I was one the financial secretary of this association. It's quite unfortunate that our financial secretary is not here. But all the same, are we taking this as a working document? We have to move for adoption of it if you are going to take it as a working document. A lot of things is missing in this case. You said at the end of 31st 9, we have not gotten to 31st. Let me finish. Let me finish. You have presented it to us, we have to observe. We have seen it. We are not arguing. We know we are not buoyant enough. We know we are going to run deficits. But this has to be done the normal way. So when somebody just look at it, you will know what you are talking. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it's just an observation. So it's not their job. We have said it. So that one has to be corrected. 1, 2, there's no date. Nobody signed this. And you gave it out for us to start. No, this is what you see. It is money that destabilizes any organization. It is money that destabilizes any organization. The record of what I handed over in NAPHER-SD is still with me as a financial secretary. There must be date. You said conference material. How many materials? Then resource person. You paid at what rate? All those things has to be detailed. That is the work of the financial secretary. That is what I'm trying to observe. So that when somebody, even if you are running deficit, nobody will pay you. But when you give out this, you are claiming to be a big person. Look at what you are giving as a financial report. It's not. Thank you very much.
Dr. Uwa. No, yes.
She has already mentioned what I have to say, but in addition, the figures, right from the opening statement, all the figures, you will not know whether it's euro, whether it's dollars, whether it's naira. So please endeavor to be putting just to tally with what you are saying naira. So it's not stated here. So indicate whether it's naira.
Okay, yes. Come forward, please.
Good evening. Our leader and all other protocols duly observed. I want us collectively to ask, are these ESCO enslaving to serve us? I listened quite well to our dear doctor when she was reading up those things. But for me, as a civil servant, I cannot collect 100,000 for all travel in a year. I will not accept it. Me, I cannot serve in that position because I am used to a better treatment. And that is why I'm asking questions. Are we supposed to enslave our leaders because they want to serve us? I'm very sure it's not voluntary. And something must be done. No, not necessarily we increase, man. We do respect, man. Because apart from the economic situation of the country, the increment just came in barely a year. And in every organization, they don't do it like that. Because if you do that, people will lose trust in the leadership. That's just the problem. Because an increment every year will become a problem.
In Abuja alone, we have more than 500. What we should be focusing is mobilization of members. If we can get even members paying 20,000 or 30,000 in Abuja, I don't think we will have issue. But to get them to come and pay and support should be our focus. Not increments. So please, whatever way the ESCO will do it is unsatisfactory. That ESCO will travel and do all these sacrifices and will be receiving 100,000. To me, it is unacceptable. Thank you.
What I want to say is different from what people are saying. I think we need to appreciate the treasurer for presenting something to us. The financial secretary is not here, so she may decide not to present and we just go without anything. So I think we should appreciate her. Then two, we should appreciate the people serving us. Even when they make mistakes, I'm not saying we should not point it out, but we should not be accusing fingers. To serve people is not easy. Please, I'm not saying what we have said is wrong, but there are ways we should say it so that we appreciate ourselves, not us. Even if we have, please don't be angry, I'm assertive, but that's how I say my things. Even if you have personal issues, we should not bring it here. Let's deal with. I'm not saying anybody has personal issues, but the way we handle things at times, we look as if there are grudges. So please, let's handle things in such a way that we do correct something that honors all of us, rather than as if we are taunting anybody. And lastly, please, there is a need to review things. And what I think we can do concerning finance is not increase, but let's mobilize from this year since it is next year. Let's mobilize our members. Let's go back to our chapters. All of us, including me, let us be active. I'm one of those who are not active before. So let us be active and mobilize. And I know through that, if we mobilize, they won't say they want to add money. Please, let's mobilize. And I know this association is going to greater heights by God's grace. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Okay,
thank you. While I want to appreciate the ESCO, I feel bothered. After the election in Zaria, I think this is the second conference we are having. Man, the financial secretary of this association was not at our conference, was not at this conference. I feel this AGM will take a drastic decision about that. You cannot take our position and not be responsible to the association. This is not wrong. And I want to sincerely move a motion in this place as an entity that something should be done about that position immediately.
I have the authority of the president that your motion is noted, but pending further discussion.
Is noted. Yes. The following thing is that who is seconding?
Someone is second. Yes, I second it.
He rushed by then. Okay, there is a comment. Okay, thank you very much.
Do what? Yes.
Vote of no confidence.
Vote of no confidence. Yes.
Oh, everybody. After the motion, somebody has seconded. Two people have seconded. So the decision is now what?
Vote of no confidence. The person seems to be our ESCO.
Vote of no confidence.
Yes.
So it's noted in the minute.
Yes.
Now, since they want to put up the generator.
Yes.
Now, very, very important thing that we wanted to put on the screen was the IT people are not here. We had a logo to improve on our logo, which we wanted everybody to look at it. And there are several complaints about our logo. And so, we have to take our decision now. But since
Is it advisable to put on the platform, sir?
no, we can't put this thing on the platform. It's difficult. That's why we wanted to put it on the screen so that people.
Maybe the secretary can have it on his phone, so maybe everybody that wants to have a look can take a walk around and walk back.
We just suggest.
Thank you very much.
Or maybe they can get a computer or iPad. So maybe they can do it like this. I'll just walk through.
Please, because it's a decision. We can't put this thing on the national platform for now. Yes. It's not advisable. Let us see. Please.
Excuse me, my President. I just make a suggestion. Like if the national body can make it mandatory for every state to have one or two activities that involve and promote NAPHER-SD, that can also go to project us for people seeing like having fitness or maybe possible having a conference. Commissioners or directors of sport or stuff like that. So we can get from that.
Every year, and we have an annual conference.
Okay, please. I am moving around with the logo. You can just look at it.
So these are the three main programs every year. No, and also organize program for students too.
Let's go, please.
If you want to see it, please come and see it here, please. Somebody's phone is here. What does it? No, that is a god. He's a god of sport.
God of sport.
God said he's a god of sport, so he represents Olympics. Yes, that doesn't remove everything.
I left my phone.
Okay, it's yours.
How many people in the world like 70?
Don't forget about it.
Human kinetics, this is the same image. Olympics, apart from the Olympics logo, if you check anything, just Google it. Zeus. This is the symbol of Zeus. It's playing discourse.
Representing PE. There's no sign of health in it. There's no sign of recreation. There's no sign of others.
What have you just done now? What have you
But Prof, what I am saying is that this person, what sport is he doing?
Discourse. That's the original sport. The god of sport. The only competition, what is it called? The only competition Zeus competed for is what? Is discourse.
Okay.
Every other sport has undergone transfiguration, has gone transformation. But the only sport that the god of sport that has not changed right from tomorrow is discourse.
But like I said, when you're talking about logo, it's a big organization, strong representative. Because like this now for me, you say it's dog. I think with all respect and humility, maybe something that really say like
there's no any sign of anything
Okay, health. What is health? Health. Do we have a health in the...
Then we can put house, we can put logo of heart on the person's chest. Then we put heart. You see him breathe. You can see the man. If the man is not health, if it is not fit, how can it's because the man is fit. That's why it's physical health.
You want us to place on this?
Go on this. System. This one na sex, you go know who get am. Sex. Go on this. Sex.
I've received two proposals.
The man that is talking with black face cap.
Proposal number 1.
This one.
Okay. Ekiti State has proposed to host us for next year, 2025. While Bayero University Kano has written to host us for 2026. Approved or not approved? Approved.
More proposals can
Please, last approval. If you notice, your membership certificate was just issued today. There is an adjustment. There is an adjustment now to accommodate what the president and the ESCO is thinking about. Because before now, NAPHER-SD has been running school calendar as our calendar year. And so we start from October to
And many for always having, I paid my dues in March, and you are how can I pay my due in March and we are in October? You're telling me that my due has expired. It's another financial year. So we thought it wise, let's have a uniform calendar. Okay. So that what it simply means that with effect from 2026, our dues now will not be running from January to December. And so that is why the check the membership certificate we issued to you today. The check is going to expire in December 2025. Okay. What it simply means that when we'll be meeting in Ekiti, we'll be paying you our dues upfront for January 2026.
It's okay.
We must not also forget that we won't take time to generate the team. Put it in your mind that you can go home and sleep knowing that our next conference is on the third week of September. 2025. So go and think about it. Before the end of the year, the team will be out, and by March, the abstract will come for abstract to be out, so that we can apply for sponsorship. Lost bus fund.
I need a charger, but I can use it.
National Youth Game is always clashing with our country.
They usually ask us. No,